I'm just going to start off with some benching, 127 kilos for a single with some back down sets, and then I can try out these deadlift shoes.
All yours now.
The guy that owns the Vice Grip shirts.
Ah. $130. Yeah, I'll stick to the program, but
I think you're like shoot out and I'll
shake it all about.
so tell you.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, look! Look at that. Come on. Yep. Come on, mate. There we go.
Yeah, 130. Not a good idea.
130 would have gone. 140, I think, might have been a little bit.
Yeah.
A bit ambitious.
Oh, what, between the shoes? Oh, they go so well with the SBD. But
then she has sent to me. Carry on like that,
these pause deadlifts are starting to really fuck up my hips, so I'm going to just resort to doing normal deadlifts now. I've done 7 sets with the pause, no, I've done 6 sets with the pause, 1 without, and I'm going to just finish off without pausing because it's not worth injuring my hips, they just feel fried. On a positive note, the shoes look sick.
Nah, you're right. Just get that first rep out of the way.
Cold. I was looking for the camera, I didn't see it, so I thought, oh, stop filming.
Good morning, enjoy plant power.
Do you know him? Oh, no, you went to school, didn't you?
I know him, sort of.
Didn't you try that cold follow or something?
I got forward, I didn't pull you back. Depth on the squat.
Okay, so I'm going to give a very brief review of what I think of the Sabo deadlift shoes. So I'm going to categorise these into the style, the feel and the performance. So first of all, the style. I really like these red ones. The fact that they sort of match the colour scheme of SBD I think is pretty cool. The white ones as well, when they come, I'm looking forward to them. They also look pretty sick, to be honest with you. I also like the fact it's got 2 straps. The Adidas Combat Sport that I've got at the moment has just got 1 strap around the ankle. This one has got one that you can put over the bridge of your foot and around the ankle as well, so it allows the shoe to be nice and tight. And overall I just like the sort of casual look about them. They look like they're a normal shoe. They could be a high top shoe really. but yet they're used for deadlifting and performance. So going on to feel, I think this is one of the most important. Obviously you want the shoe to feel nice, and this is where I feel they've absolutely blown the Adidas Combat Speeds out of the water. First of all, going on to the padding around the ankle, it's ridiculously comfortable. This is something that Adidas don't have, and with the strap you can adjust that to make it tighter or less tight. Very light, they're probably even lighter than the Adidas Combat Speeds as well, which is surprising because they're actually a little bit bigger, but yet the material that they use allow it to be really light, which obviously when you're deadlifting is advantageous because you don't want to be deadlifting in really heavy shoes. You want to almost be feeling like you're barefoot because obviously you want to be as close to the floor as possible, so if that sort of imitates that, then that's a good thing. And something that's quite important for me when I'm deadlifting as well is I want to, when my foot is in the shoe, I want to be able to feel really tight in the shoe. I don't want there to be any wiggle, especially as I'm a sumo puller, and when I'm spreading my feet apart I don't want it to be sort of moving the shoe around. I want everything to be compact so I feel really stable on the floor. This is where the two straps come in with the Sabo Deadlift shoes. It allows you to tighten up the shoe accordingly around the mid part of your foot and the ankle, so that keeps everything stable. That's something I noticed that was really good, and it was surprising as well because the shoe is actually very big, so I was thinking it's going to be moving around quite a lot, and that's where I had some reservations about it, but to be honest with you, that didn't happen, so thumbs up for that as well. So the only con I would have with the style is they are quite big, and especially for someone like me who's literally got no calf muscles, it does make your foot look massive. Whereas the Adidas, they're slightly thinned material and it's quite tight to your foot, so it doesn't make your calf muscles look like matchsticks. So going on to probably the most important aspect of the shoe, the performance. The underside of the Sabo Deadlift shoes is all rubber. That obviously allows you to have better grip when you're pushing your feet apart in the sumo, and obviously just when you're statically standing for a conventional deadlift. Although the Adidas Combat Sport shoes do have extremely good grip and I've never failed a deadlift from slipping, there's not as much surface area for the rubber on the Adidas. They have sections of rubber underneath and the rest is just the material of the shoe, so they score on that. So as I previously mentioned, how tight the shoe is as well. The fact it has got that double strap allows the shoe to be nice and tight and you to feel stable when you're deadlifting. There is nothing worse for me when you're pushing your feet apart and then you're feeling lots of movement in the shoe. So in that aspect they score very highly as well. But to be honest with you, at the end of the day it's just a shoe and you could probably deadlift in any shoe. But if you want to sort of be panicky about these things, yes, they've got good grip, so that is probably the most important, to make sure you've got grip so you're firmly locked into the ground. So they score on that, and they're reasonably tight so you're not moving around. Those are the two things that I would really look at in a deadlift shoe, and they score highly on both of those, so really they're pretty good. Anyway, that was by no means an expert review of the Sabo Deadlift shoe, but it's just a few opinions of what I think of them, and yeah, I would definitely recommend them. So yeah, I'm gonna head back into the gym in a minute because yesterday I had to cut short my workout just because I'm busy. My sessions at the moment are lasting like anywhere between 2.5 hours to 3 hours, so obviously that's just a long period of time, so I'm having to break up my sessions into like different days, which isn't ideal, but I've just got to go in, do a few rows, do a few lat pull downs and some bicep work, so nothing strenuous. And yeah, and then just gonna chill for the rest of the day. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the video here, guys, because I know you can't be bothered to watch a load of back accessories, and to be honest, I can't be bothered to film them. So yeah, gonna leave the video here. Please leave it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.